Me, Bryson Booker, and today I have a book that I had for a long time, and I think every book collector, should at least have this in their collection. These are the complete tales of Winnie the Pooh by A.A Milne. I hope I said that last name right. Illustrated by Ernest H. Shepard, our decorations. And before I get into the review today, I'm enjoying an ice cold Coca-Cola beverage. Grab a Coke and open happiness. And don't forget to enjoy the show. Ding, 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 ding. Anyway, back to the book. I had this book since my childhood. It's a very sick book, released in 1994, but the illustrations on the book were made in 1992. I'm correct. The stories consist from 1926 to 1928, with redesigns of the stories in the 50s. And I read this book every once in a while. I never opened it in like forever. It's been that long. And so these are what there's illustrations, and the stories are really good. And this was before Disney ever got whiff of Winnie the Pooh, and that's how really it went worldwide. Along with these stories, nobody, people have heard of the stories, but I don't think people think it was Disney who really started Winnie the Pooh, but it's not true. A.A Milne uh, made these short little stories of a bear and his best friend Christopher Robin. And when Disney did catch whiff of it, then Disney turned it into a huge, gigantic franchise up until this date. But these are the original tales. In here, you have dedications at the beginning of the book. You have dedications about the author and things like that, about Ernest H. Shepard. These are really nice, interesting things to read. Gives you a little background information about the people who made the book. There is two stories in this, two stories which each of its separate parts. But the first book is titled simply Winnie the Pooh, and the second book is called The House at Pooh Corner. And each book has a contradiction and or introduction, and it lists the chapters. And there's 10 chapters in each book, which pretty much takes up this whole thick, beefy book. Like I said, the first story is introducing you to Winnie the Pooh, how he came alive. It also goes over his friends and the different adventures him and Christopher Robin get into. Tigger and Eeyore and all the characters also make appearances in the stories. And in conclusion, this is just a nice book for you to own, especially if you have small children and they don't know a clue about Winnie the Pooh. It's nice to read these stories. They're nice bedtime stories. And like I said, I had this book for a very long time. I find it a collector's item, and I'm going to keep it for a very long time. Share with my children. They're wonderful stories, and if you want the original, raw Winnie the Pooh, the original stories, besides all that Disney franchise, go pick you up this book. It's very nice. and I love the stories. I'm going to treasure this book forever. But that's my review of the complete tales of Winnie the Pooh. Man, I love